Money is a tool, not a measure of your worth. You're not bad with money, you just need a better system. Hi, my name is Jazz. Welcome to my channel, where I talk about all things money management to live your best life without needing a fortune to do it. Managing your money better is a form of stewardship. It's about being intentional with what you've been given and using it to build a life of peace, purpose, and provision. The plans of the diligent lead surely to abundance, but everyone who is hasty comes only to poverty. Choose to be diligent, not hasty. Give every dollar a job and plan with purpose. This zero-based budgeting method does just that. It helps you align your spending with your lifestyle, values, and financial goals. In this video, I will be breaking down what the zero-based budget is, why it's a great method to use, how to build one step by step, and more. As you can tell, there's a lot that I'm going to cover. Your time is precious, so put this video in 1.5 times speed if you need to. What is a zero-based budget? Zero-based budgeting is a budget method where your income minus all your expenses equals zero. The purpose is to assign every dollar of your income to a specific category, whether it's bills, spending, savings, or a cash buffer, until there's nothing left unassigned. This does not mean you spend everything. It simply means you've given every dollar a clear purpose that aligns with your goals and daily life. Absolutely nothing is left floating without intention. To make sure every dollar is accounted for, it's helpful to separate your money by using different bank accounts or by physically dividing the cash into envelopes. If you prefer managing your money digitally as I do with your primary bank, consider setting up separate accounts for each category in your zero-based budget. For example, you can have one account for your bills, another for your savings, another for your spendings, and so on. I personally keep separate accounts for my bills, food, savings, buffer, and more. These are my categories, but yours may differ depending on your lifestyle. So why is this a great method for managing your money better? The power of zero-based budgeting is in its intentionality. You're not tracking the dollar after the fact, you're deciding where it goes before you even spend it. This proactive approach, unlike traditional budgeting, allows you to be the CEO of your finances and not just a passive observer. It forces you to think about your priorities and design your spending around your values, not your impulses. Onto categories to consider to make your zero-based budget more effective. Some main ones to keep in mind would be first, your bills category, which can include rent, mortgage, utilities, subscriptions, minimum debt payments, etc. Another category would be your necessities, which encompasses groceries, gas, household essentials, and more. A spending category for dining out, fun, hobbies, gifts, personal spending, savings for your emergency funds, sinking funds, investment, a buffer category used for setting aside a small amount of money to prevent overdraft or cover unexpected costs. And last, a rollover category for money you intentionally keep for the next month. This is great for irregular bills or income. You are not limited to the categories I've just listed. You can create your own, and it may change slightly month to month, and that's okay. Flexibility is essential to making your budget work with you, not against you. Before we go over the steps to building a zero-based budget, I want to cover what you should do if your income fluctuates. If your earnings are inconsistent, you will need to base your budget on a conservative average or your lowest expected income. First, start with your baseline, also known as money you know you'll earn. You can find this by reviewing your 6 most recent pay stubs. Second, budget your essentials first. Your bills, minimum savings, groceries, gas, etc. It's most important to prioritize your necessities over luxuries. Third, create a priority list and assign any extra money you have to your sinking funds, debt payoff, or any other category in order of importance. Following these tips will give you a solid financial plan before you even get paid. And now, how to build a zero-based budget step by step. To start, decide on what to use to track all of your income and expenses. You can choose to just use a pen and paper, but I personally prefer a spreadsheet. I'll be posting a zero-based budget spreadsheet to my shop very soon, but in the meantime, feel free to check out the simple annual budget spreadsheet that I have in my shop and use code MIDYEAR50 for 50% off. Another option would be to explore everything available to you on Etsy. I've partnered up with one of my favorite Etsy shops, Prior Digital. Look at all that they have to offer, choose what's best for you, and use code YouTube50 for 50% off at checkout. Links to my shop and Prior Digital will be in the description below. Step 1 to creating a zero-based budget. calculate your monthly net income. Include all your money earning sources, W-2 jobs, side hustles, dividend income, etc. Again, if they fluctuate, use a conservative average. As an example for this video, I will be using a monthly net income of $6,350. Step 2, list your expenses. Categorize every expense into bills, necessities, savings, spendings, or any other categories that best suit your lifestyle. The categories that I will use will be bills, groceries/dine out, savings, buffer, and rollover. I set a rollover amount due to income possibly fluctuating the next month, and a buffer for unexpected expenses like medical bills, pet costs, and more. Step 3, assign every dollar a job. Start with essentials and work down the list until your income minus expenses equals 0. After your bills are covered, it's more effective to allocate a percentage to each category rather than assigning fixed dollar amounts. Doing so allows for a more flexible, adaptable, and holistic approach to managing your money. For my own categories, $3,500 will be going to my bills, leaving me with $2,850 to allocate. I will be pre-assigning 60% of the $2,850 to my groceries dine out category, totaling $1,710. 25% will go to my savings, making that $712.50. 10% to rollover, which is $285, and 5% to my buffer, amounting to $142.50. Just like I do, you should have $0 to allocate once all your calculations are done. Step 4, transfer your money as soon as possible and automate it if you can. As soon as you get paid, transfer your money into designated accounts for each category. Deciding whether to automate your transfers depends on the consistency of your income and your comfort level. If your income is steady, automation can save you time and keep you on track with your bills and savings goals. But if your income fluctuates, you might prefer a more hands-on approach. Either way, the key is committing to a method that helps you stay consistent and confident in your money management. Step 5, track your expenses monthly. When I say track, I don't mean track every dollar you spend. Once you've allocated your money into its pre-assigned account, there's no need to micromanage every purchase. You're spending the money on what you already planned to spend it on. What matters most is that you stay within the limits that you set for each category. You can ensure this by using a spreadsheet, app, your mobile banking, or just a notebook. Use whatever works best for you and keeps you consistent. Again, I favor spreadsheets the most as I am in control and can modify everything to my own liking. Last step, number 6, adjust as needed. Life happens, it's okay to move money between categories if priorities change or new expenses come up. Having a flexible mindset is important to managing your money. It gives you room to respond wisely, not react impulsively. Give yourself permission to adjust without feeling like you failed. Remember, managing your finances is not about perfection or living rigidly by your budget spreadsheet. It's about building and living a purpose-filled life with the money you've worked hard for. Before I conclude this video, I have some best practices for you. Number 1, budget 1 to 2 pay periods before payday so you know where your money is going the moment it hits. Number 2, automate your savings and bills whenever possible. 3, keep your categories realistic. Don't set numbers or percentages you can't stick to. 4, use separate accounts for each category to keep things crystal clear and prevent you from overspending. 5, review your accounts and budget weekly or bi-weekly so you can make adjustments when needed. And number 6, celebrate your progress no matter how big or small. Money is a tool, not a measure of your worth. You're not bad with money, you just need a better system, and zero-based budgeting can be that system. It is a powerful way to gain control of your finances and pursue your goals. Whether that be getting out of debt, giving more to those in need, or simply to stop stressing so much about money, this method gives you the structure and clarity you need. That's all that I have for now. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more money management content like this. Also, comment below a topic that you would like me to create a future video on. As usual, a related article with more in-depth information and resources will be linked in the description. Have a blessed rest of your day and see you in the next video.